Very well, Counsel. You may call your witness.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Honorable Commissioners. I call the Managing Director, Gambia Ports Authority, for a very short testimony. The leasing of the part of the premises that was given to the Gambia Milling Corporation, part of port's premises that was given to Gambia Milling Corporation. Are you aware that it was leased?
No, I am not aware that it was leased to Gambia Milling Corporation.
Both you and the your deputy managing director have given evidence before this commission regarding the arrangement that the Office of the President directed that you should have with the Gambia Milling Corporation in regard to that land. Did they, any representative of the Gambia Milling Corporation, at any time tell you that they had applied for that property to be leased to them?
No, none of the officials of the Gambia Milling Corporation at any point in time wrote or contacted us at the Gambia Ports Authority informing us of the leasing of our land at the Gambia Ports Authority to them, the Gambia Milling Corporation.
Did the Ministry of Lands or the Directorate of Lands, the Department of Lands and Service, they are called, did they at any time tell you that there was an application to lease these premises to the Gambia Milling Corporation?
No, we haven't at any point in time received any correspondence from the Ministry of Lands and Service informing us of the leasing of our part of our parcel of land to Gambia Milling Corporation.
I'm going to show you Exhibit MS-52, which purports to be a lease between the minister responsible for lands on behalf of the government of the Republic of the Gambia and the Gambia Milling Corporation. And it's lease K154/2013, dated 30th of April 2013. I would like you to look at the document and tell me whether you have seen anything like it before. It's a copy of the lease, actually.
Ma'am, I have never seen a copy of this list. This is my first time seeing it.
Who was the managing director as at that date?
As at 1st May 2013, it was Mohamed Lamin Jiba.
Can you look at the map, the sketch plan?
Yes.
Do you recognize that land?
Yes, I do recognize the plan that this is an area owned by the Gambia Ports Authority.
Now, what is the title of the Gambia Ports Authority over ports land in Banjul? What title do you have?
We have a title deed given to us at the formation of the Gambia Ports Authority in 1972, wherein all this area demarcated here as having now been leased to Gambia Milling Corporation was definitely part of our original, and as far as we know, our existing title up to date.
All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, those are the questions. Do you have any question for the witness? That's all I have for the witness. All right. Thank you. Can you collect the document from him? I called him Managing Director, Gambia Milling.
You may go.
Gambia Milling Corporation.
You may leave. Go.
Thank you.
Please come in. That's it. Okay.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, we did summon the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Lands. Unfortunately, he was in Sept, and we understand he traveled. The summons was left at the records office, so we understand his travel. But we will be summoning him for an explanation. Mr. Kurang, I believe we did tell him to come back. The Managing Director, Gambia Milling Corporation. Today? Okay. When the time is.
Can I? Thank you.
Mr. Brady, you were going to find out about the land that your company occupies at the Port Authority.
Absolutely. So I went back to the company, to GMC, and I looked at our files, our records, and we don't have, GMC doesn't have any document related to IMC, and the only document related to Navy land that we have is this land lease that I gave you the copy on Monday. This is the only document that we have. And I've asked also the senior employees, the senior managers, if they knew about IMC, and nobody could give me any explanation, any information on IMC.
Mr. Brady, I do not think we had said you were to go and find out about IMC. We had told you, I think clearly, that the land on which, or the land that you occupy at the ports belongs to the ports. That's what the port is claiming. And they have also submitted to this commission documents of letters written to Gambia Milling Corporation, in which they remind the Gambia Milling Corporation that the amount of 18 million that I mentioned, $464,850 a compensation, was outstanding. Did you find out from Gambia Milling Corporation, you're the director, remember, you're the directors and you are responsible. Not the staff, but the directors are responsible. Did you find out from them what I have told you, that that land belonged to the port, and port claims that you have no right to be there, except, unless of course you have paid them the compensation. You had paid them the compensation.
So, as said, we don't have in our record any of these letters, and the only thing we have is this land lease signed by the Minister for Lands. Prior to start investing, Seaboard hired the service of a legal advisor, Mrs. Ida Drame, and she did her due diligence on the land, and she cleared and she gave us the okay to sign the land lease. Having said that, I would recommend, if I may, with all due respect, I would recommend that you ask the same question to our directors. They may give you an answer. I cannot give you any other answer than that one.
Which director? You are director, and are you not? Are you not?
I'm mentioning, for instance, Mr. Mohamed Bazi, who is waiting to be called. He will be able to give you much more explanation than myself.
Let me just first show you. I'd like you to look at this letter to the Managing Director, Gambia Milling Corporation. Who was the Managing Director, Gambia Milling Corporation on the 17th May 2013? Who was the Managing Director on the 17th May 2013?
I have no idea. I don't know who was the director at that time. I just arrived in April 2016. My predecessor was Mr. Armando Lopez, but in 2013, honestly, I have no idea who was managing this company.
I'd like you to look at that letter.
Thank you.
You can read it.
I see that, yes.
You see that. You see in the last paragraph it says, meanwhile, you are still reminded that the GPA is yet to receive compensation to the amount of... to receive compensation to the amount of $18,464,850 for the same prime land as claimed for in our letter, reference GPA, etc., dated 7 May 2012. So this was an ongoing correspondence.
I see that.
You see that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You have mentioned that we should talk to other directors. Subject to, of course, what the commissioners have to say. This is a company. And under our law, directors are responsible individually, not collectively, for the affairs of the company. So, of course, we might ask the other directors, but that is not for you to direct us to others. You have your own responsibility.
Yes.
So, I'm sure you appreciate that. Let me just finally just say that the ports are not aware at all that part of this land was leased to your company. They were neither consulted nor informed. So I'd just like you to know that. Okay. That's all I have for the witness. Can you collect the file, please?
Very well, you can go. Maybe you're not hearing.
I called the Managing Director, Trust Bank.
Trust Bank. That's witness number. Do I need to go? Five.
Mr. Salah,
Thank you.
you were summoned to produce statements of accounts with regard to the ex-president, 10 accounts, as well as transaction documents. I'll just call them one after the other. If you have the documentation, then we can have them. Then we may have a few questions to ask you on the details. We have the Yahya Jame account number 112-122-10701.
You are referring to account number 112-122-10701. Yes, I
Yes,
have
that's
it.
the first one. You have it.
Yeah.
Okay. When was this account opened? Just give us when was it opened? Who is the signatory, or who are the signatories?
This account was opened 10th August 2011, and the signatory to the account is Yahya A.J.J. Jame.
The sole signatory.
Sole signatory. Account name Yahya A.J.J. Jame. It's a savings account.
Is it current?
Meaning?
Is it current? It's or just tell us the last transaction date.
Yeah. There is a balance of $4,364.74 in the account.
Last transaction date?
5th April 2017. Actually, that was, the account is frozen. So this, in fact, let me repeat that. That's not correct. It's a subject of a freezing order, and the balance at the time was $295,024.34, which was moved to a suspense account. Subsequent to that, I think the system paid interest of $4,000, so that's sitting in the account.
Okay.
So the balance would be $295,024.34 plus the $4,364.
All right. Are you in a position to tell us how much went into that account?
How much went into the account?
Yes.
I have a statement from since the account was open to date, but I didn't do the summary.
Oh, you didn't do the summary?
Yes,
Okay,
details everything, every
that's
transaction.
fine.
Yeah.
What documents do you have? I understand the time you were given to compile everything was on the short side.
True.
So what information do you have? Do you have the credits into the account?
Yes.
Credit transactions?
Yes, I have account opening, signature card and index card. I have a statement from it is 1st of July 2005 to 31st of July 2014, and then 1st of August 2014 to date, 27 September 2017.
I thought you said it was open in 2011. Did I get that? So how can you have from 2005?
That is how the statement is read. When you pull the statement, you can insert date range. So when you look at the statement, that's what you will see.
Give us the effective date of the statement, yes.
The first transaction on this account was 10th August 2011.
Okay. All right, put the documents together so that we can admit it. The next account will be just, can you hand them over, please? Can you collect those documents? The next account for which you were summoned is 112-125-76101.
Correct.
You have it?
I do.
Is that, what currency is that account?
GMD, Gambian Dalasi. And the account name is Yahya Jame. It's a Gambian Dalasi account, it's a savings account, opened 7th June 2012.
Okay. What is the balance in the account?
Again, subject to the freezing order, a balance of $825.22 bututs was in the account at the time of the freezing order, and that is frozen in a suspense account.
Do you have what information do you have with regard to this one?
Account opening and vouchers relating to the credits into the account.
Okay, thank you. Can you put it together as well? We also summon you to produce an account called Dr. Alhaji Yahya Jame Foundation account number 110019300501. Do you have it?
Yes, I'm sure I have it. 110019300501. Yeah, Jame.
You have it. What currency is that account denominated in?
Account number 110019300501 is Gambian dollars denominated. It's a current account.
Yes. When was it opened?
31st of July 1999.
What is the balance? Just give us the same highlights, just to expedite the proceedings.
Similar account opening forms and balance. This account is overdrawn at $342.28 bututs. These are all charges in the account.
Is it frozen?
No.
This account was not frozen.
It was also frozen. Right. On 5th of April 2017, the same date, an amount of $226,710.70 bututs was moved as frozen. I think that transaction generated charges in the account, where it should have been zero. From that point, it was zero.
No, it can't be zero because we want the balance before it was frozen. The actual balance in the account.
When it was frozen is 226,710.70. $226,710.70 bututs.
What documents do you have?
The account opening and the statement.
Do you have the credit transactions, the deposits into the account, just like you have for the other, the first two?
Not on this one. This one is really voluminous. You're looking at 220 pages of transactions. So this is into the thousands of transactions.
But you're in the process of compiling them?
Yes, we're working on it.
Thank you. Let's put in what you have, and when you bring the balance, we will.
Now, hold on. What's the account name of the last account?
Dr. Alhaji Yahya Jame Foundation.
Thank you.
Do you also have a Dr. Alhaji Yahya Jame Foundation account number 10701-930-502.
I do.
What is the currency of that account?
The currency is United States dollar.
Okay. Give us the highlights of the account.
Account opened 6 June 2002. The balance today is $1, $1 United States dollar.
Was it frozen? Was it frozen? What was the, if it was, what was the balance at the date it was frozen?
April 2017. It was $1.
It was $1. You have the credit transactions at least into that account.
Yes, I have the credit transactions into
It's
this
not
account.
a voluminous account, is it?
Sorry?
It's not a voluminous account, is it?
Not as the dollars. Yes.
Okay.
So we have the voucher supporting the credit transactions.
Are you able to tell us how much money went into that account since it's not that voluminous?
I did not total it, but we have a statement that details all of the transactions.
All right, thank you. Let's have it.
Account name, please, for the dollar.
Dr. Alhaji Yahya Jammeh Foundation.
Foundation.
The same name. Do you have an account called Yahya AJJ Jammeh account number 1100-203-7701?
I do.
What is the account denominated in?
Gambian dollars.
Give us the highlights of that account.
It's an account belonging to Yahya. It's called HE Yahya AJJ Jammeh. It's a Gambian dollars account. It's a current account, and it looks like it was used as a salary account. Account was opened 31st of August 1999.
Did you say it was a salary account?
Yes, salary was being paid into the account up till when it stopped. Whenever.
Tell us what you have, what details you have.
Account opening, statement, and transactions supporting the credits into the account.
Okay. What is the balance in the account?
Balance in the account is $0.
As at the date, was it frozen and as at the date of freezing? That's what I mean.
If I recall the date of freezing to be April, the account was zeroed in January 2017, and the funds were moved to the Jammeh Foundation for Peace dollar account.
How much was it that was moved to the Jammeh Foundation for Peace dollar account and the number of that account?
In dollars, $1,046,923.23.
It was moved to which account number?
To account number 107-019-305-02.
That's the dollar account.
That's the dollar account, yeah.
So it was converted and paid into that account.
It was converted and paid into the dollar account.
Let's have the account and the documents that you have.
Come again?
Yes, let's have the transaction documents. All the documents that you have. You have the credit transactions.
The credit transactions, yeah.
Okay.
And the account opening.
Do you have the Muhammad Yahya Jame account number 112-402-05701?
I do.
Give us the details of the account.
Account opened 2nd January 2008. One transaction for the entire history of the account. Cash deposit of 10,000 on 2nd of January 2008. And that's it.
Okay. Put the account together.
Sorry?
Let's have the account, please.
Let's have what?
Put the transaction documents and the opening, all the documents you have in respect of the account. You have the Government of the Gambia account number 1100-891-4601.
I do. I do.
Yes. Can you give us the highlights?
Account opened 28th of May 2004. It's a Gambian Dalasi account. It's a current account. And the balance in the account is $262,219, 84 butus.
Who are the signatories to that account?
What I have here is signatures, no names appended next to the signature. So I cannot say for sure.
Was the account operated?
Sorry?
Was the account operated?
Yes. Yeah.
How can you not tell us who it was operated by?
I say I cannot give you a name. I don't have that information. It's a signature. It looks maybe familiar, but really I cannot go that far.
Yes, but you are the bank. That's why I'm puzzled.
I suppose the bank would have verified the signature.
Are you looking for it or it doesn't exist?
This is what is provided to me. I believe it may not exist.
Sorry?
I believe it may not exist. They are still looking, but this is what is provided to me as of this morning.
Is that possible? To open an account and not have a name to it?
Doesn't look correct.
Sorry?
Doesn't look correct to me.
It's not correct or it doesn't look correct? You are the managing director of the bank.
Well, remember this account was opened in 2004. I was not the managing director.
When was it last operated?
The last transaction was a credit 14th March 2007.
I see.
The last debit was actually much earlier in 2006.
So the account was what?
Was?
The account was still live in your books?
Yes, it's in the system. The balance is still there.
All right, if that's what you have. 2007. Who was the managing director in 2007?
The name is Pa Makumbanjai.
Okay, let's give us what you have. Do you have an account called Permanent Secretary, Department of State for Finance, account number 1100891760?
Sorry, Council, may we have a look at the last document? I know it has not been exhibited.
Sorry?
The last document handed over to you by the witness. We know it has not been exhibited yet.
Oh, that's fine, Mr. Chairman.
But we want to take a look.
The top page you gave me says, okay, Department of State. That's fine, that's fine.
Thank you, Congress. We return the document.
Do you have the Permanent Secretary, Department of State for Finance, account number 110089176101?
Yes, I have the account statement.
Can you tell us about the account?
Account was opened 27th May 2004. Gambian Dalasi account, current account, balance currently 274,966.80. $274,966 80 bututs.
Who is the signatory to this account?
That information I don't have here with me. What I'm told is probably the same signatory as the previous account.
And you were told who the signatory of the previous account was?
Well, they suggested some names, but I'm not sure that's for me to say.
Well, I'm sure the bank has to tell us who's been operating that account. Did you, as managing director of the bank, try to find out who it was that was operating that account?
I did, I tried.
Yes.
Between yesterday and today I tried, yeah.
Yes, who were you told was operating those accounts?
I was told one of the signatories resembled that of Ali Ngom.
Ali Ngom?
Yes, but obviously I don't have any evidence of that.
Okay. That's his full name, Ali Ngom?
That's what I was told.
Can you tell us, you did tell us the account balance?
I did, I told you.
You have the credit information into the account?
They are not available now.
What about the credit information into the previous account? In government of the Gambia account?
Similar, that information from 2006 or 2007 is not available.
Okay. Why is it not available?
Statutorily, we are required to keep data for 7 years actually. We try to keep a little bit longer than that. We try even to do up to 8, 9, 10 years. But we are required to keep information for 7 years. That means anything prior to 2010, we may or may not have it.
But if the account is subsisting, can you destroy does it fall within the category of data that you should get rid of?
That's my understanding, yes.
Even if the account has money, you still destroy the data relating to the account?
The point is you keep data that is current, and the definition of current is 7 years.
Anyway, can we have the documents relating to the account? You don't have the account opening information? Not like the previous one, signature card, non-signature card?
No, I wasn't able to see it.
There's an account I must skip. I think it's Jame Foundation for Peace account 11211775401.
Correct.
Okay. Give us the highlights. When was it opened?
Account number 11211775401. Jame Foundation for Peace, savings account, Gambian Dalasi. Opened 8 July 2010.
What is the balance in the account?
On the 23rd of January 2017, the balance in the account was $364,871.87 bututs, which was moved to the Jame Foundation for Peace US dollar account number 107-019-30502 US dollar account.
Was converted?
Was
and
converted.
Moved to that account?
Yes, moved to that account.
Let's have the account, the documents you have with regard to that account. The next account, the last account, being the 10th for today, is the Kanilai International Festival Tribute to Michael Jackson account number 11011733601.
Yeah. Yes. I have it. Kanilai International Festival Tribute to Michael Jackson. Gambian Dalasi account, current account, opened 12 May 2010. We have account opening form. We have a statement of the account, and we have vouchers supporting the credit transactions to the account.
All right. Who is the signatory?
Says Maria Makan and Dr. Njogu Elba.
All right, thank you. Can we have the documents? Mr. Chairman, I'll apply to have admitted these documents relating to the 10 accounts mentioned. I don't want to list them. But there are only 3 accounts on which I would like to ask further questions on with regard to this lot. There are 80 accounts in your bank that are related to the ex-president or his companies or the office of the president. Is that correct?
I cannot confirm that.
I think there is a list of 80 accounts. So what I'm suggesting is that you start compiling all the documents relating to the rest of the accounts. There are 70 outstanding.
Yeah, 80 accounts at Trust Bank.
Yes, 80 accounts.
bundle of documents relating to ex-President Yahya Jammeh's accounts in various names operated in Trust Bank from 1999 to 2012. Admitted marked BB72. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think I appreciate the manner in which it was admitted.
Careful.
Can I have-
It will fall. It will fall. It will fall.
If I can just have them back, I just want to extract. Can I have the top one first? The top, yeah, the Michael, is it the Kanilai Festival Michael Jackson account? Could you kindly give this to the witness, please? Mr. Salah, there is one credit transaction only I'm going to ask you about in this statement. There is a, if you kindly look at the 16th of July, 2010.
You want it?
16 July 2010.
Sorry?
16 July 2010.
16th July.
There's an inflow into the account of $7,916,250. Now, from the narrative on the statement, this appears to be connected to the central bank.
16th July 2010.
Yes.
The narration says CBG check number and question number 064092.
Yes.
Credited to the account.
Does it stand for Central Bank of the Gambia?
That is correct.
Could you pull out the credit transaction?
Yes. There's a paying in slip.
Yes, could you tell us about it?
Could I tell you?
Yes, what is the, is a check. What is the credit transaction detail?
It's a check that was paid into the account for value 7,916,250.
Does it indicate from which central bank account the check emanated?
You wouldn't see it, no.
You won't see it?
No.
There's nothing else you can tell us about the source of the money?
No.
All right.
Just that it's a central bank check. At this time, obviously there was no RTGS, so a check would have come, it's paid into the account and it's sent through the clearing. So the check instrument will be resident at the central bank or should be resident at the central bank.
All right. Thank you, that's fine. The other account I would like to ask you questions about is 110-0203-7701. And this is in relation, this is called Professor Dr. Yahya AJJ Jame account. Can you give him this account, please? Was this a salary account?
Yes.
Was a salary account? From the regular inflows, I see 70, roughly from at least 2007, 77,000 and 170,000. But there are some inflows I would like you to tell us about.
Okay.
On the from 2011. From 2011, 30th June 2011, there is a regular inflow from every month, it seems, of at first $14,750,000 for 30 June 2011, 29 July 2011, which seems to emanate from the same source. Could you tell us about these inflows? And it's from 30 June 2011, 29 July, as I said, 29 August, 29 September. Can you take us through those credit transactions?
Okay. Commencing from 30th June 2011,
Yes.
credit of 14,750,000 and similar amount 29th July, 29 August, went to 15 million 29 September. All seem to be from the same source, Euro-African Group Limited. It was a payment from Euro-African Group account to this account.
To this account?
Yeah.
Is it correct that it continued to 31st October 2011, 15 million, 30th November 2011, 15 million, 30th December 2011, 15 million, 31st January 2012, 15 million, 29 February 2012, 15 million, 28 March 2012, 15 million, 30 April 2012, 15 million, 17 May 2012, $15,250,000. No, sorry. 28 June 2012, 15 million. 30 July 2012, 16 million. 30 October 2012, 16 million. 27 December 2012, 6,500,000. Is this correct? From the same source?
Yeah, from the statement.
Euro-African Group Limited.
Correct.
You have the credit documentation.
Yes.
And these are just within your bank from one account to the other.
From one account to the other.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Can I have this document? The other account I'd like to ask you questions about is account number 107-019-305-02, called Dr. Alhaji Yahya Jammeh Foundation. Can you give the witness this account, please?
Sir? Mr. Sala, as to the nature of that transaction, the regular transfer from Euro-African to the ex-president's account, from the bank perspective, did you try to find out what it entailed?
You can deduce that the account was significantly overdrawn and it was being paid to draw it down, to pay it off. If you look at the statement.
Would you like to have the statement back so that you can answer this question?
Very clear there.
Now what we're saying is for an amount that large, you want to know the payment details. Under suspicious activity reporting or anti-money laundering guidelines, the bank is supposed to know exactly what that payment is, either from the customer or from the recipient.
So your question exactly is what? So your question exactly is what?
What was the payment about? Did you try to find out as a bank what the payment was about? That's my question.
I tried to find out as a person, and the response is it was to pay off a facility.
To pay off
an overdrawing. If you look at the account from the, say 2011 or so, June 2011. From the first payment, 30th of June 2011, The account was in OD overdraft 61,242,430.90 brutes. So it looks like monthly installment to pay it off.
They were paying an OD in your books.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what the bank needed to know is the source of payment from the ordering client. What is it? Is it monthly salary? Is it dividend? Is it remuneration? When you transfer money to a bank, you are supposed to tell the bank what the money is about. You don't just say to pay off a facility.